breaking update that is now coming in. Let's put that out for our viewers because this is going to be a big claim that has been put out by Tehran Iranian media. Now, the state media claims, and as Sushant was saying, that such kind of propaganda or information that has now been coming across, it says and it claims rather that 40 plus US troops have been killed. Now, there's a completely different statement that has been put up by President Trump saying that 6 of them have been killed till now, and they were ready for this. This is preparedness because this is a combat situation. This is a war situation that has now been looked upon. And the IRGC has now been claiming that 40 Americans have been killed by the Iranians and more than 70 plus have been wounded in the Gulf attack. And they have been claiming that the casualties on part of the US side are heavy.
And let's also bring in the contradictory claim that's coming in, because like one would admit that in this day and age, warfare is all about psyops, is all about who puts out how much information. It's about how you counter narrative. So while Iran is making claim of more than 40 US troops who've been killed, there's a counterclaim coming in from the United States, and CENTCOM has admitted to the deaths of 6 American soldiers in the attack. So yes, the combat ops are underway, claim versus claim. Iran is saying the number is more than 40. At the same time, you have the United States of America saying that yes, there have been casualties. Like Donald Trump said in his first statement, there are going to be casualties. Let's also bring in Sierra Claire, foreign policy expert, into the conversation. America said that we are ready. There are going to be casualties, but we are doing what we are doing because we made a promise to the people of America and also to the people of Iran. How are you looking at the latest developments coming in Sierra? Claims of casualties, targeting of US bases, America saying that, the hardest hit is yet to come.
Well, any American casualty is obviously a tragedy. But as you said, President Trump has been very transparent throughout this process, which I think is the best the American people can ask for during an operation like this. He did prepare, saying that there might be casualties, talking about Iran retaliating. When we're looking at Iran targeting U.S. bases in the region, we also are looking at the drones. The Shahed drones are what is mostly getting through. The U.S. has deployed and prepared for Iranian retaliation by deploying air defense systems to all of our partners across the region. You're seeing those work. You're seeing those keep missiles from coming through for the most part. The drones, however, are getting through on some occasions from these air defense systems. So that is something that the U.S. military is going to have to look at. I'm sure that they are, as war is unpredictable, they are updating the strategy as everything is unfolding. And so I think that they will, be able to tackle that new threat very quickly.
Well, that remains to be seen because President Trump has already said that they will avenge the killing of the US soldiers who have been killed in action. However, he says that the casualty figure may rise because the US is now ready for any sort of casualties or fatalities because they are in a situation where there is a growing conflict and they are ready for an extended war. Meanwhile, let's get to another round of breaking